Let's crack on, shall we?
Alright guys, hope you're all well. Sorry if I'm a little out with it. I've had more than my fair share of drink tonight. Started off on banana beer, then I moved on to cloudy still cider, then had a shot or so of absinthe, moved back onto the cloudy cider and got another shot of absinthe, which I'll finish off now. The Green Fairy herself. That stuff is fucking vicious. God, that warms you right up. Right, so this is a pickups video, of course. I think we're on pickups number 23 now. I'm sorry if I keep blowing up balloons. I've just done my 200th video special and I've got like 50 balloons to use and they just genuinely make me happy, so I'm going to keep blowing these. Make you lightheaded as fuck though. Yeah. So yeah, pickups number 23. I'm fucking pretty sure it's number 23. If not, I'm sure I'll interrupt myself like I did last time. A few months since I did this video, the last video rather. I'm picking up stuff really slowly at the moment, but yesterday I managed to pick up a fuck ton of games for very little and got in quite well with a local charity shop of mine. Just went into a local charity shop and I noticed that they had a fuck ton of PS2 games up back. It's at the corner of my eye sort of thing, you know, the area there usually have closed off, and I asked if I could go back and have a look. And they're like, yeah, go for it. Quite a lot of games there, and I asked how much they usually charge. They said £1.50 a piece. There are a couple of games I wanted there, but she was obviously rushed for time, and she said, look, if you want them all, I can do a deal. So I just sort of grunted and made myself sound disinterested. And she sort of said, well, look, if you want the lot, I'll give you them all for a tenner. So thought, yeah, fuck it, why not? I don't care what's there. There's a lot of games there, I'll have them all for a tenner. And then I noticed a DS game and a couple of Wii games I wanted as well. She bumped the lot up to 12 quid. She got the receipt here, as you could probably see somewhere. £12.50, sorry. What's 50 pence? Fuck me, that stuff's going to my head. So yeah, I think there's like 36 games here or something for £12, which is just ludicrous to turn your nose up at. A lot of these I had already, and a lot of tripe, but there are some ones I really wanted in there, so I thought, yeah, fuck it, it's worth a punt. So some of it might be trade fodder. I'm not sure what I do and don't have at the moment, so I can't say for sure. I need to go through my collection and work out what I need. Some of it's going to be in better condition than what I've already got. But yeah, without further ado, here's the 36 games or so that I picked up for £12.50. She also said that she would hold back any games for me now. So I tend to go in there quite regularly because it's literally just up the fucking road from me. I could probably see it from my window. You can't because the camera's facing your way. First things first, there were a couple of sports games in there. I think there was like FIFA 99 on the PS1 and Pro Evolution Soccer or something. But I absolutely loathe and despise football, so I put them in the bin and just saved the blank cases. So I've got a couple of blank cases out of it, which are never too bad to own. So straight away a load of PS2 games. These few I already know I've got. So GTA Vice City, absolutely fucking spanking condition. It looks like it's never been used before. No point doing a blue tonic because PS2 have the shittest spines in history in the UK. And there's GTA 3, again spanking condition. Another copy of GTA 3, but a Platinum Edition. I don't need any of those. GTA San Andreas, again spanking condition. Looks like it's never been used. I'm pretty sure I have all four of those already. Vice City, I know I've got a sealed copy. Next we have Final Fantasy X, which I do have. However, this includes a bonus disc, and it is there, which is fucking lovely stuff. So my copy of Final Fantasy X is out the window as far as I'm concerned. This has replaced that. This one I know I've already got, but this might be in better condition, is Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Love this game, used to play this one hell of a lot back in the day. I never had the PS2, my cousin, who might possibly watch it in this video now, had the game, but we used to play this quite a fair bit when he had it. I'm sure I've mentioned it on my channel before. Again, it's in spanking condition, so it's probably going to be replacing mine. But I'm going to have a copy of this as trade fodder. And next we have another game which is going to be trade fodder, and that's Soul Calibur 2, which is in okay condition. Well, inside it's fucking spick and span. It looks like it's never been touched. Even the disc, not a scratch on it. There's just a bit of gunk at the top, which I'll get off. Absolutely superb fighter. Hihachi in this is really fun to use. Straight away on the still cider, this stuff is absolutely fantastic. Since getting onto wine, I've moved on to still ciders. It's essentially just like apple wine. Not as strong as wine though. Wine being about 13%. This stuff is about 7.5%. So still not for the faint of heart, as you get a pint of it at a time. Really good though. I am liking the old Ouzo at the moment. I shouldn't really, but oh god. Balloon. Bam! Right, we shall continue with the PS2 games from that deal. Next is a game I definitely don't own. Never heard of it. Quite looking forward to give it a go. It looks awful, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's called Drakan the Ancient Gates. Yeah, the Ancient Gates. Obviously some sort of adventure RPG on the PS2. Never heard of it at all. I'm sure I'll get this in focus at some point. I'm trying my best here, folks. Again, this is in absolutely fucking spanking condition. I imagine when I hold this in front of my face, it blocks out the audio, so I'm very sorry if it's a bit dodgy. But I really look forward to giving this a go, and this is one of the games I looked at straight away in the pile and thought, yeah, I'm going to buy that regardless. Next we have a game I don't own, very happy to have it. It can't be bad, and that's Midway Arcade Treasures on the PS2. What does this include? Spy Hunter, Defender, Defender 2, can't go wrong. Gauntlet, Joust, Joust 2, Paperboy, Rampage, Marvel Madness, Robotron 2084/TV, Bubbles, Road Blasters, Blaster, Rampart, Sinister 720, Super Spade, Tubin, which is a fucking fantastic game. That's just a game where you're a lad in a fucking rubber dinghy and you're just going down some rivers and you just got to avoid obstacles, and it's a bit of a race. It's a fucking fantastic game. Really like that. First discovered that on the Midway collection on the old 360. Really like it. Happy to own it on PS2 as well. It also includes Clax, Splatty, Satan's Hollow, which I've never heard of, Vindicators, and Root Beer Tapper. Of course. Yeah, this is also in untouched, spanking condition. Very happy to have this in my collection, actually. Next, we have a game very much along the same lines, which is Taito Legends 2. I'm not too familiar with Taito or Taito or Taito, I don't know how to pronounce them, as a studio, but there are some decent games on here. Arabian Magic, Legend of Cage, Bronze Adventure, Liquid Kids, Alpine Sky, Calamity, Lunar Rescue, Clap and Pop, Super Space Invaders 91, Cleopatra Fortune, Metal Black, which is a fantastic game, Crazy Balloon, Punchy Kara, Darius Gaiden, Puzzle Bobble 2, Don Doke at Dawn, Quicks, Dungeon Magic, Ramius, Elevator Action Returns, Nasta, Rastin 2, The Fairy Story, Space Invaders 95, Football Champ, Ghost Circle 1, Space Invaders DX, Frontline, Violence Fight, Geki, Duran, not a clue, Wild Western, Grid Seeker Project, Stormhammer, Insect X, Growl, Kiki, Kakai, Gun and Frontier, plus 4 games exclusive to PlayStation 2, which is Balloon Bomber, Raystorm, G Darius, and Sliven. I doubt they're exclusive to PS2. They're probably arcade ports or something, or games that never quite made it. But yeah, that's quite a long list of games. Again, spanking. It's never been touched. Next, we have a game I didn't realise was on PS2 actually, and that's Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. I'm sure this is one of the newer, well, newer-ish. I'm sure this is released on 360 and PS3 as well. I could be wrong. But Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, again, could really be wrong. Yeah, this is in really nice condition, never been touched. Can't really go wrong with the Need for Speed games. They're always okay at best. Next, this game I'm pretty sure I already own, and that's Time Crisis 2. If not, again, this game is in spanking condition. Looks like it's never been fucking touched. So it'll be replacing my copy. I need a CRT so I can play with a light gun again. Next we have a game which isn't so spanking, but it's Burnout 2 Point of Impact. Burnout games are always absolutely fantastic, just race and kill shit. Still boxed and complete. And the disc is in really good nick, but the case got a few dings at the back. Not going to complain though. Next we have a game which I do really enjoy, and I don't have on the PS2, but I may have on the original Xbox. I might have sold it by now, I'm not sure. I wish I hadn't really, because I like this game. It's probably worth money at the time when I needed the cash. But that's Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. Fantastic game, boxed and complete, and absolutely fucking spanking condition. It's clearly been touched once at best. There's not a single scathe, and I tell you what, you know when cases feel silky smooth, like they've never been touched? It feels exactly like that. And the same for most of these actually. Next we have a game which I've always wanted to try but I never have, and that's called Run Like Hell, Hunt or Be Hunted. I'm guessing this is a survival horror game. I've heard good and bad things about this game, but who knows. Again, in pretty good condition. Outside of the case there's a few marks on it, but they'll clean off. Next we have a game which isn't boxing complete and is slightly worse for wear, but it doesn't matter, I don't own it, and that's Vampire Night, which is a Namco release apparently, on PS2 still, obviously. No manual with this one. I think the disc is a bit scratched as well. Oh no, I'm wrong, the disc is in pretty good nick. Big fan of Namco games, and it's horror. Well, it looks like, I do know this actually. I'll tell you what, there's a 360 version of this called Vampire Reign. Yeah, I'm sure it's called Vampire Reign. It's an atrocious game, but sort of in a good way. So I look forward to seeing if this is a port or if that was a sequel to this. Next we have a game I'm not sure if I already own, but this is a spanking condition game, so it's going to replace mine if I do own it, and that's Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. In its red case, it's absolutely spanking, never been touched. As you can probably tell this on camera actually, the manual is just unscathed. The disc is absolutely perfect. I have no idea where these came from. Next we have the Getaway Black Monday on the PS2. Not much interest in this, but I'm sure I already own the original Getaway. I have tried it and it wasn't actually that bad, believe it or not. So it'd be interesting to give it a try nonetheless. Next we have Trivial Pursuit Unhinged. It's Trivial Pursuit, can't be that bad. It's got a bit of a sticker mark on the front there, but that'll come off. Other than that, pretty fucking spanking condition. Sorry if I'm speaking 100 miles an hour. I am quite out of it and I'm really trying to get through this pile pretty fast, as I wasn't expecting to pick these up. I was ready to do a pickups video before any of these games come along. So like 50 odd games to show off in this video now. Next is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, just simple quiz game. Spanking condition, don't really care much for it, but blah. I'll hold on to it anyway as I go out of frame. Next we have a game that's slightly worse for wear, and I definitely own this one already, so this is Trade Fodder, which is the Getaway, as you've already seen. It is boxing complete, but it's got a few dings here and there. It's a very cheap game, I'd be surprised if anybody wants it. Next we have SX Superstar, which is a dirt bike racing game. And believe it or not, it's very good. I did play this quite a bit back in the day. Not boxing complete, but I don't own it. It was quite fun. Sorry, I think I'm belching on camera here. Next we have Starsky and Hutch. I'm not sure I've already owned this, but it's in spanking condition. And believe it or not, I've heard very good things about this game. I've never seen Starsky and Hutch, the TV series or the film, so I'm very interested to watch this. I feel the sneeze brewing, it's just at the tip of my nose. No one wants to hear that. Next it's two Platinum PS2 games, which I'm very sad it's Platinum actually, because I don't want them. But they are titles I do wish I owned, and they're spanking condition. First one being Silent Hill 2 Director's Cut. Really disappointed that this is a Platinum edition, because I want to own a proper version of this. And again, it is absolutely spanking, never touched. Fucking certain of it. And I mean, all of these have got like the original fucking club cards, I don't know what they're called. Promotional shit with them. They're absolutely spotless, unreal. And finally, for this bundle of PS2 games, there's more here, part of this £12.50 I'll show you in a minute. is Crazy Taxi, which I'm not sure if I own or not. If I do own it, it's in pretty rough condition, I know that for a fact. I might be getting it confused with something else. In fantastic condition, but I don't want it because it's platinum. It doesn't matter, because again, this whole bundle was £12.50. The pile of games on my floor right now that just fell over is a disaster, but oh well. The show must go on. Right, so there's a DS game part of that bundle, and that was Worms Open Warfare. Weren't going to pass that up, not for shit. I love Worms games. Boxed and complete. Where you just noticed that it has like a volcano in the background. Very, very cool. Not played this yet. I do look forward to giving it a go. Started getting into the old DS a bit more recently. One of the better handheld consoles, I think. 3DS that is, but I like the fact you can play DS games on it. Very happy to own this one. Next we have a pile of mediocre PS1 games, but again they're all in pretty good nick other than the cases. First one being a game I actually wanted. I know very little about it, but the cover interests me greatly because it's got a parental guidance sticker on it that says, look, don't say we didn't warn you. This game contains foul language, loads of violence and tons of serious ammo. It might look cute, but it definitely ain't for kids, okay? Humour in the parental guidance line, gotta be good. And that game is Teen Buddies. It looks like a bit of a top-down 3D shooter on the PlayStation 1. Really, really good nick this. Manual, boxed and complete. Look forward to giving it a go. No doubt I'll be doing a playthrough on this very, very shortly. Next we have a game I don't own but I could give two shits about. It's a spanking edition, that's Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I do remember owning this back in the day actually, and believe it or not, it is pretty fucking good as far as Harry Potter games or movie tie-in games go. It's quite playable. Don't own it, spanking edition, happy to have it. Next we have a game which was quite worse for wear when I got it actually, but I managed to swap the cases around with a fucking football game that was binned, and that's Monopoly, which I think this is the best console version of a board game. PlayStation 1 version of Monopoly is fantastic. Whether that's for nostalgia reasons, I do not know. Again, it is absolutely boxed and complete. This is still part of that £12.50 bundle. Next we have a game which is supposed to be absolutely friggin' atrocious. It's boxed and complete and in really good nick, and that's Mrs. Pac-Man, what's its tagline? Maze Madness. It's supposed to be atrocious, but I fucking doubt it. I heavily doubt it, in fact. I look forward to giving it a go. I like Pac-Man. I have yet to find a Pac-Man game I do not like, and that's including the 3D Pac-Man games. Call me crazy. Next we have a game I definitely own because I got this off my other half when I met her, and that's the PS1 version of Space Invaders. I don't know why I'm showing it instantly open, but I am. It's boxed and complete, and it is better condition than the one I do already own. So that's Space Invaders up for trade fodder. Next we have a game I'm very interested to try, and that's Syndicate Wars. I'm pretty sure this is what stemmed off the Xbox 360 release of Syndicate. I've heard a lot about this, not researched into it. It's one of those things you sort of take in by osmosis. You hear about it in passing. Never really researched it. I haven't got a clue what's going on. It looks like a top-down shooter actually. I look forward to giving it a go. Syndicate is supposed to be one of those decent games. Again, boxed and complete. Really look forward to trying it. And it is, I don't know if you see that, a Bullfrog game. Bullfrog can't really do much wrong, so do look forward to giving this one a go. And finally, for PS1 games, we have G-Police Weapons of Justice. I vaguely remember playing this a while ago. Looking at the back, it looks like a mech shooter, which is got to be good because mech shooters on the PS1 are great. The thing with the PS1 is I played a lot of games on that, but mainly in demo form. So you were playing like 10 titles at a time, and just one or maybe half of a level at a time at that, so it's hard to remember what the hell you played when and where. Either way, it's boxed and complete, and I will be giving it a go. Quite look forward to it. My PS1 collection is actually growing quite large now. I'm not sure what the hell's going on with it, as it's been Something I've never intended to collect for. Just accidentally picked up all these games. And finally, we have 3 Wii games. Unfortunately, 2 of them are really, really bad condition, which she noted, and she said this is the reason she didn't charge me. First is Mario Kart Wii, which I do already own, so I didn't much care, but it's in terrible nick, and you're gonna cringe when I show you this disc, if you can see it. It's absolutely fucked. But I tell you what, I bet I can get it to play. Feels like a challenge. So that's Mario Kart Wii, if it works in that bundle. Next is a game that would have really tipped this bundle over the edge, as I know these games go for like 10-15 quid or so. It's in pretty bad nick. I really do hope I can get it working. I have faith I can. I have faith I can get this working. But that's Mario Party 8 on the Nintendo Wii. Never a huge fan of the Mario Party games. Last one I really remember enjoying was Mario Party 3 and 4 on the N64, and they're okay, but you really do need 4 people to get the most out of them. I'm not a fan of the whole board game element, and the mini games just don't last long enough. They're okay, but in the right environment. But as I said before, this disc is in really shit condition. So whether I can get this working or not, I do not know. I really hope I can get it working though, as I'd like to add this to my collection for fucking nothing. Obviously it doesn't have a manual though. We'll sort that out later down the line. Next we have a Wii game which I'm very happy to have actually. I don't know what the value of this title is, but it's boxed and complete and it's in pretty good condition, and that's Wario Land at the Shake Dimension. I've not heard much about this, but after playing Wario World on the Nintendo GameCube recently, which if you've been watching my What's Up Twit videos, you'd know I've been playing that. Quite interested to give this one a try. It's 2D for the most part, I think. Yeah, it's a 2D platformer. Really look forward to giving this a go. I haven't given the Wii a lot of playtime. I'm not a fan of its control system, but there's got to be some good games in it, right? I can name a few off the top of my head, but surely there has to be more. This is boxed and complete, and again was part of that £12.50 bundle. There is a serious mess on my floor right now. I did warn you, serious mess on the floor. All that for £12.50 cannot be bad. Hey, balloon time. God, it makes me lightheaded every time. It's got to be like the 20th balloon I've blown up today. Just tie the fucker up. Come here, come here. It's gone now, it doesn't matter. Sad Lloyd. Drink. This stuff goes down far too easily. I guess that brings us on to the games I actually intentionally picked up over the last few months. There's not many, but I think we'll start off with a quick console bundle that I bought from the car boot king himself, 2EUK, Stu, fantastic YouTuber. You all know him. I know you do. Don't lie to me. I can see the look on your faces. Remember, this is a two-way fucking system. I can see you and I can see what you're thinking. Yeah, fantastic YouTuber. Was kind enough to sell me a console for a pretty decent price. And that console is the original PlayStation. Not the PS1, which I already own. The original one. The one I had as a fucking kid. Very, very happy to own this. And you can see, I don't know what the fuck he did to this or if he got it in this condition. But it is completely... Come on. Focus. It's completely unscathed. I haven't seen one in this condition in many, many years. It's absolutely spanking. It works really well, and I'm so happy to own one of these again. A lot of nostalgia for this system, and I just love these big old clunky fucking buttons. You can tell it's in good nick because this lid fucking opens slowly. It's absolutely fantastic. Very, very happy to own this. And the reason he sold me this is because if you remember from my last pickups video, if you can cast your mind back, to a few months ago, just inhaled my own hair, I got a Japanese PlayStation game from a friend of mine, which I'm still very grateful for. Thank you very much, Callum. Which was a pretty beat up copy of Dragon Ball Z Legends. Obviously you can't play this unless you have a chipped PlayStation. So Tootie got in contact with me saying he didn't have a chipped PS1 for sale, but he had a PS1 with an action replay. So here is the action replay. So now I can play Japanese PS1 games, which is absolutely fucking fantastic. Cannot wait to put that game back on. Really, really, really happy about it. And I'm actually happier playing Japanese games with this rather than a chipped PS1. My cousin had a chipped PS1, but I only had an action replay, so this is where my nostalgia lies. And quite frankly, if I'm not putting 2 discs in to play a chipped or fucking Japanese game, I don't want to know. Fucking, so this is the way to play Japanese games in my head. Plus, you know, I get all the cheats and big head mode of fucking every game ever made with this. Fucking fantastic stuff. Thanks, Stu. So I paid a very, very reasonable price for those 2 right there. But he also was kind enough to chuck in a couple of games as well. First being a copy of Zero Divide, which I know nothing about really. Looks like a crazy robot mech beat 'em up. It's a little worse for wear. I don't know if it works yet. I'm guessing it is. I can't imagine he would give it to me unless it did work. PS1 games, these things are practically indestructible anyway. But yeah, very, very happy to add this to my collection, especially if it's a fighter, because that is really like the main part of my domain. Finally, he threw in a Japanese PS1 game, which brings my Japanese PS1 games to a total of 2. Unfortunately, I cannot play this because I do not own a CRT unless you can play the gamepad, but then you're not getting all the authentic experience. I reckon you'll think it's Time Crisis, but it's not. It's Japanese, remember. It's a Japanese copy of Point Blank, which they call Gumbar. I ain't got a clue how to pronounce that. But yeah, it's Point Blank, a Japanese copy, which I have minimal experience with. I remember playing the demo of this a few times and really getting a few kicks out of it back in the day. And it is in pretty good nick, to be honest. Really happy to own this. Pretty good condition as well. Really happy for them to throw this in. Thank you very much, Stu, for this. Link to his channel in the description, but you guys already know him. He is a car boot king. You guys already know him. I know you do. Don't lie to me. If you don't, go check out his fucking channel. Next of the games that I actually intentionally bought this week, over the last few months, fucking hell. Buying games weekly, that takes me back. Funny how when I was unemployed I used to pick up shit tons of games all the time, but now I'm in full-time employment and have been for a while, I pick up nothing. How does that work? But yeah, it's a 3DS game, the only 3DS game in this pickups video, and that is a crazy sort of French noir platformer game. Really good. I picked this up just because of the front cover, and I'm so surprised with it. I heard nothing about it before, but it's fantastic. The soundtrack is fantastic. It's got a crazy mechanic where the whole game is basically platforming, and you've got to find keys to get through the levels, but you can press the shoulder buttons and you sort of you polarise the world. So it's noir, so it's all black and white, but the second you press the trigger buttons, the whites turn to black and the blacks turn to white, and you turn the world entirely upside down. It's really hard to explain, so I'm probably going to show you. Not before having a swig. So as this loads up, it's actually, I don't know if it's developed or published by, but it's Rising Star Games, which is one of the things that drew my eyes straight away to this, because they're a fantastic company. Whether they publish it or develop it, they always tend to land gold. As far as I'm aware, there is tripe out there. Well beyond me. This is loading up right now. I'm not far into it, but I have been playing it quite a lot. I only tend to play on this when I'm laying in bed. That's just where my freaking handheld time comes from. Right now, I don't know if you're going to be able to make sense of this. So right now, character is on that black platform. The second I press the trigger, white world, and the whole platform aspect is completely changed. Really interesting concept. The game is shifting world. I'm not sure I've showed that yet. Either way, I'm going to put a logo up there way before I mention that, because I'm too drunk right now to have any idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But if you've not played this game and you're a 3DS fan, highly recommend you go and pick it up. I think I got this game in like 3 for 10, or buy 2 get 1 free or something from Game. I ain't got a clue. Really good title though. Next we have 3 PS3 games, which expands my PS3 collection a bit after selling a few titles. First of which being a game that I've tried to get hold of 3 times before, or 2 times before rather, on Amazon.com, and the sellers didn't fulfill their end of the fucking bargain by supplying me the game with which I fucking paid for. Fuck you, Amazon sellers. Seriously, fuck you. I finally got my hands with it, a brand new copy. Really happy to have it. You see the gameplay on my channel, and that is JoJo's Bizarre All-Star Battle. I think it's called. I can't see it. All in One, which is a 3D, 2D playing style. The disc is in my console right now, so you can't see it. Fighter game. It's really interesting. It's pretty basic, but there are some mechanics on this I really like, such as when you begin a battle, you start off with a running start, so your characters start miles off from each other at an angle as well. You sort of collide towards each other. Really cool. That piqued my interest straight away from playing it, as you probably would have saw from my gameplay video if you watched it. Either way, somewhere on the screen there's going to be a clip of me playing that. Really enjoyed it. I haven't got a fucking clue what's going on with the characters in this. I heard this is an anime or a manga. In fact, it mentions it on the back. But yeah, really good fighter. Highly recommended if you're into Marvel vs. Capcom. Plays really easily, looks great, and it plays so smooth. Next is Infamous 2, which I got alongside Shifting World on the 3DS from Game. I didn't like the original Infamous on the PlayStation 3, obviously. Fuck man, I don't know what I'm talking about. But I wanted to give this one a go for a while. Infamous did have some great ideas. I just think the whole premise of it was really repetitive. It's basically GTA with superpowers. I've not played this yet. It is boxed and complete. Do a bit of a blue tonic now because these are PS3 games. But I do look forward to giving that a go in the future, and when I do, I can assure you there will be a video uploaded which will explain at the end, which some of you will already be aware of. Others won't. I am absolutely busting for a pee. You didn't need to know that, but that's a sign that you've drank way too much if there ever was one. Only one way to cure that. Balloon. Fucking hell. It's the worst feeling in the world. I think that's as far as it's going. And in case any of you are wondering, I'm not a part-time clown. They're actually one of my deepest fears. I had a bad run-in with a clown when I was a child. I wasn't raped, just bad run-in. Not going to go into it right now. No nudity involved. This has taken a fucking swing for the worse. Next game we have on the PS3, which is actually the first game I've ever walked into a game store and intentionally looking for it in many years. Went into the store with the purpose of finding this game. That hasn't happened in a long time unless it's a new release. And that game is Twisted Metal on the PS3. It's a pre-owned copy, so it doesn't come with the original Twisted Metal. Shite. It is boxed and complete. But fuck me, this game is grand. I really enjoy this game. I haven't played Twisted Metal since PS1, so I need to get up the PS2 title as well. But really good. For those of you who haven't played Twisted Metal before, it's basically just Destruction Derby but with zany characters and guns and just out of this world vehicles. The stages are really cool. They've put in a ridiculous horror storyline, but if you like stuff like Freddy vs Jason, all those sort of plot storylines and the ridiculous nature of horror films, you will like this. Really, really good game. I will be doing a gameplay on this soon as well. I got such a good feeling from picking up this game actually, because I very rarely go into a store with something in mind, going, oh, I really want to find that, and actually find it. Really, really happy to pick this up. Fantastic game. Going to be keeping this one in the collection for quite some time. Next, we have some more PS1 games. Some, well, most are charity shop finds. One I intentionally bought on Amazon. Have been on it for a while. Doesn't seem to go for less than £5–7 online, which is a bit much for me when it comes to this sort of game. But this time I found it for like £2 and free postage, so I thought, yeah, I'm picking that up. And that game is a B-movie on the PlayStation 1. I remember playing the demo of this way back when, as with most PS1 games, as I've stated about 264 times this video. It is boxed and complete, by the way. It's a bit yellow, but you know what, I can deal with that. From what I remember of this, I haven't played since I picked it up, is you're just a UFO, and it's got one of my hairs trapped in the cases. You're a UFO and you just essentially got to do as much destruction to the city as possible. It's like a top-down shooter. Really, really good game. I will be doing a gameplay of this as well. Next we have a semi... well, I'm going to show you these three games. They were semi-disappointing and semi... really, really... I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Semi-disappointing and semi... pleased about this. I'll show you the first one, which was sort of success, and that's Crash Bandicoot Warped, or Crash 3 rather. Didn't own any of the Crash Bandicoot games, which I've been meaning to change for quite a while. Number 3 is a really good game. I like 1, 2 and 3 actually. It's box complete now, but when I purchased it, it just had the front cover. It didn't have the manual or the disc. But alongside this, I bought the original Crash Bandicoot, which I could not wait to play again. Been meaning to play this game for many, many years, and was hoping it was boxed and complete. You know how charity shops are, though. They put tape around it so you can't fucking check the disc. It's ridiculous. So, got this, and included a platinum cover for Crash 2. A PlayStation 2 game of Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex, and the front, the manual and disc to Crash 3 Warped. So right now I own a Crash Bandicoot case with no demo, no game and no manual, and a free Crash 2 Platinum thing which can go in the bin, and a copy of Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex on the PlayStation 2. So, semi-pleased and semi-gutted with these. They cost 50p each though, so I wasn't really willing to complain. If anybody does have a copy of Crash 3 or the manual or anything, I really want to make this a box and complete version. They were like 50p each. Possibly £1 each, I don't know. Either way, third game that came along with those, for this one was definitely £1. I'm so happy to own this game again. It's an RPG, so it may not be for everyone out there, but it's one of the best RPGs of all fucking time, and that is Grandia. Oh man, it's in really good nick. The case is a bit fluffy on the front, but I haven't cleaned it off yet. Really, really happy to own this. I do mean I'm playing this through front to back at some point, because it is one of the best top-down 2D platformers of all time. Both discs, manual, absolutely fantastic. Really, really happy to own this. Fondest memory of this game for anyone who has played it is quite near the beginning of the game is one of the characters just saying, "Justin, you pervert." That'll mean nothing to most of you, but to some it'll mean the world, I promise you. Yeah, really, really zany anime style RPG on PlayStation 1. Most of you know of this, surely. Fantastic, and for £1 it is a fucking steal, I tell you that now. You'd be hard shoved to get this for under £15. Along with those two, I also bought another copy of Street Fighter Alpha Anthology to replace the one I already own. This is boxed and complete. My original one, pretty sure, doesn't have a manual. So right now I have a spare copy of Street Fighter Alpha if anybody is after that at all. This includes Street Fighter Alpha 2, Street Fighter Alpha 2 Gold, Street Fighter Alpha 3 and Street Fighter Gem Fighter. Really, really good anthology on the PlayStation 2. The other steal was this, semi-gutted with this as well actually. It is boxed and complete, which I'll show you in a minute. But this is a 4-part series of RPGs on the PlayStation 2, and I thought I would never be able to own all 4 of them. And I had part 4, which was the cheapest version, and a couple of parts, I can't remember which parts, I had slightly more expensive titles, and I just thought, yeah, I'm never going to own those, so I flogged part 4. And then part 1 instantly came up in a fucking charity shop, and that's Dot Hack Infection, which is like a mock MMORPG where the NPCs pretend to be other realistic players, and they do it really, really well. Fantastic RPG series. Really happy to own part 1 finally. Excuse me. Yeah, RPG, really happy to own. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to buy part 4 back now. I need part 2, part 3. Really want to complete this collection. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, I just knocked more games off. There's a bigger pile on the floor. I'll conclude the video with that, I think, because it's quite impressive. Don't know how many games there's been in this video. Hopefully it's not going on too long as well. I don't even know my own name at the moment, so I can't tell. Next we have a couple of not PS3, the other fucking one, that one that I used to mainly collect for Xbox 360, that's it. Next we have a 360 game which I sort of bought on a whim. I have wanted this game in a while, even though I know it's supposedly bad, but the art style intrigues me and the gameplay mechanics intrigue me. I've not played it yet, but I will do a video on it at some point. It's a Konami title, so I struggle to believe that it can be that bad, and that game is called Never Dead on the Xbox 360. The front cover is pretty cool, I hope you'll agree. Anime style, itchy ass nose, Jesus fucking Christ, stop itching! Anime style, third person action adventure hack and slash title. I believe the premise in this is that your character can't die. Sort of when he gets hit, he just sort of disintegrates a bit and you can regenerate. I could be wrong, I could be thinking of Knight's Contract right now. I don't know, as I said, I don't even know my own name right now. I do really, really look forward to giving this a try though. It is boxed and complete, but the case is slightly worse for wear. Really look forward to giving that a try. Next we have a game which I managed to pick up for an absolute steal as far as I'm concerned. I really do enjoy this game series. The second one I played to death on the Xbox 360, and I also started playing on Steam as well. I'm talking a million miles an hour right now. I'm very, very sorry. If you don't like me drinking in my videos, please let me know and I won't do it next video. Fucking hell. But right now, balloon time. There we go, it's tied up now. Bam! Yeah, next is a game I got for an absolute steal. Pretty sure I explained half of it already. Can't remember what I've said actually. The game is Sacred 3. This is boxed and complete. I managed to get this for like $1.99, no postage on Amazon, which is a steal as far as I'm concerned, because the game only came out at the end of last year, possibly the beginning of this year. Really, really love the second game. Blind Guardian did the soundtrack for that. Fantastic. If you like your power metal and you've not heard of Blind Guardian, go fucking give them a listen right now. And if you like Game of Thrones, go listen to Blind Guardian too, because they've done a couple of songs based on Game of Thrones. I'm completely going off track right now. Yeah, Sacred 3. This is a departure from the dungeon crawlery isometric view RPG, in the sense that I think it's like level based now, so it's like an isometric RPG adventure game. I don't believe you even get to create your own character on it. I could be wrong. We'll be doing a gameplay video on this at some point. It's one of those games I was hyped for, and it got shot down when it got really bad reviews, so I decided not to pick it up on release. I look forward to playing it, but I'm slightly dubious because I don't want it to sort of taint the series. Sacred 2 is fantastic, and I hope to hell that this follows in line. Just gonna throw that on the floor, man. It's already a mess. Got a fucking clean-up process to do here. Finally, for games, there's a game I picked up thanks to Pete SNEStastic for reminding me about this. I've been meaning to pick this up for fucking ages, but I just completely forgotten about it. If you watch my What's Up Twits videos, you'll know that I've been playing with a balloon on the end of my foot because it just happens to be there. Fucking hell. These are just everywhere at the moment. I tell you what, they can go down there. I've been playing the third game in this series for quite a while now. Man, I'm going well off track here. And when I mentioned that, Pete kindly reminded me that I could get the fourth in the series quite easily on the original Xbox, and the fifth if I soft mod it. I haven't got the fifth, but I have got the fourth. Immediately went and bought it. Unfortunately, the case is slightly worse for wear, and it's not the case, that's the fucking insert. Someone's had a sticker on the inside of the insert and peeled it off and ripped the case. So, potentially going to buy another copy. So yeah, this is Metal Slug 4, if you couldn't tell. Have played a little bit of this. Oh no, there's still a sticker on the cover. I played a little bit of this and I really enjoyed it. It's just more of the same of what 3 has to offer. It's a new level structure, really, which means it's absolutely fantastic. Absolutely adore the Metal Slug series. Cannot get enough of it. Very happy to own this. I will be soft modding my Platinum console and getting the 5th title in the series. Let's just throw that down there somewhere. Oh, it's a grand sight, but it's a mess, and I don't want to clear it up. So that's it for game pickups. Yeah, a lot there. Not much of interest, but some stuff there that I've been meaning to get hold of for quite some time. Hopefully I'm going to make pickup videos more regular from now on, as there's quite a bit I've got my eye on right now. A lot of retro titles as well, so that should keep some of you guys happy out there. Not going to be spending too much, mind you, but there is a lot of stuff I really want right now, so that can only mean good things for the future of this channel. Last thing I did pick up, which is not a game but it's gaming related, is an Elgato game capture HD device, which is one of the most popular game capture devices. I know for retro games a lot of you guys like camera pointed at the TV, but I don't own a CRT, so you're not going to get scan lines and you're not going to get a decent experience because it's on a HD TV and they just don't look that great. Hopefully I can do some magic with the capture device and effects and whatnot to make it look good. Fuck me, too much to drink. Yeah, very happy to own that, but it means that I'm going to be doing more gameplay footage of the rest of my collection, because I've been concentrating on Steam games the last few months, which has worked great, and it's mean I've been able to get through some of my Steam games. But what I want to do is truly show off some of the games that I love and enjoy, and maybe some of the older retro stuff which I haven't played yet, which will fall more into the interest of most of the people that watch this channel. I would hope so anyway. So yeah, that's something to look forward to, or not. Either way, I don't much care. It's going to happen regardless. I've got the fucking device now. I actually got a faulty one and managed to fix it, so it didn't cost me too much. So really happy about that. So that is definitely it for pickups now. This should be uploaded some point on Sunday, so if you're watching this and it's Sunday the 2nd? No, Sunday the 3rd of May, you're one of the first watching this. I will be recording a What's Up Twit video tomorrow, but chances are it won't be uploaded till Tuesday, Wednesday time, because that's when they usually get uploaded. If you're new to that video series, I cover games, music and films and TV that I've been watching over the past week, and I also do a Q&A session at the end of the video. Please come along, I invite you. I put a lot of effort into those videos and I really enjoy making them currently. Hopefully that series can be long running. and I could really do with some more people and asking some more questions. So yeah, I invite you to come and watch that series. I'm just flailing my arms about fucking willy-nilly right now. So hopefully I'll see you there. I don't think I've got much else to say. I've got a guitar video coming up very, very shortly. It was supposed to be uploaded in the middle of the week, but shit happens. I'll be coming next week. Big things are happening here, I tell you, fucking, in the sense that I'm actually recording videos. Anyway, cheers guys, enjoy. Well, enjoy except for this one last thing, which is me breaking my mic stand. Enjoy, except for the fact I've got to pick up this shit now. That's all my pickups for this last few months. Oh man, I hate tidy up sessions. Anyway, balloon! Cheers guys, enjoy. Hopefully you have. Cheers, see you later. See you tomorrow in fact. Be there or I'll be disappointed. Cheers guys, enjoy.